Thanks for tuning in. Vinny Santini here, hence Vinny's out to lunch. And what we've got today is another Vinny, only he spells it with an IE like the girls do. And so, so this is a really good friend of mine and a colleague in the Italian arena, and also we're fellow Catholics. So if you don't like Catholics, you can tune off right now, but there's going to be some good stuff today. Vincent Santini. Vincenzo, come sta?
Bene, bene, tu?
Right? So, I don't know what that means, but that was good.
It meant good.
It does? Okay. Yeah. So, the reason I wanted to have Vincent in here is because he is a master of none, but right?
Whatever that is.
Yeah, but you're in a lot of things. You're obviously a judge.
Yes.
At the 457,
Yep.
457, like his mother's birthday, and you have a band.
Yes.
Vinny and the Montage. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk a lot about the politics in Conroe. Not so much your stance on the politics, but getting the new courthouse.
Ooh, yeah.
Right? That's really important.
Necessity.
So, how'd you end up in Conroe?
Blessed to be here. So we moved to Texas when I was 17 in 1999.
That was like a couple years ago?
Yeah, 1999. And so it was, my whole family moved here. And in 2006, we moved to Montgomery County. So we went to the northwest side of Houston, the Willowbrook area. Worked at the Macaroni Grill there when I was going to undergrad.
Ouch!
Yeah, good. You got to work at the Italian
And you
places.
survived.
I survived. Worked there. Worked at Pelota's. Worked at Dominic's Restaurant and Wine Bar. So there's a story. I went to U of H, and I was dating a girl at Sam Houston. So I moved up there for a semester. Didn't work out. Moved right back home. But there was back then Huntsville. There was nowhere to where there was a Blockbuster. So I was like, oh, I need this Blockbuster job so bad. No, they're not hiring. So then we were going all the way down the highway. And then we ended up going to the Woodlands, Shenandoah area where the Buca de Beppo's is.
Yeah.
And I know 2 to 4, I know that there's the manager meeting. I walk in there, go, got any room for an Italian to work here? And they go, sit down, you're hired. I go, yeah, but you got to hire my girlfriend. She needs a job too.
Wow.
They go, okay, yeah, you're hired. So I worked at that, and we've been here since
They used to have the gondolas out there, remember?
Portofino.
Didn't work out too good. And then, the Portofino, somebody got mad because of all those Roman statues out there with, genitalia showing and boobs and everything else.
Well, they wouldn't have liked Buca de Beppo's then because they got all that.
Oh, I know. It's all in there. But I'm like, that's like saying that Michelangelo's David is pornographic.
Cover your
right?
eyes.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. So you ended up in the Woodlands.
Yep.
Montgomery County. And you met your wife?
So I met my wife
Mary,
at a wedding.
Right?
Yes, Mary, good Italian name. Middle name's Joseph. My wife's name's Mary. So, meant to be. And I met her at a wedding. It's one of those times where...
Wedding crasher.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a better story. But no, it's the time in your life when all your friends are getting married. And you're like, if I got to go to one more wedding, I am just like over it. And it was in destination weddings. Not for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm just like, oh, gosh, we got to drive. We got to do it. And my mom's like, it was a family friend. It was my sister-in-law's sister's wedding. And my mom's like, fine, I'll just drive to San Antonio by myself. And you're laying the guilt on me.
Trip.
Yeah, and I was like, fine, Mom, I'll be a good son. Best decision ever.
Crazy.
Met my wife at that wedding on the Riverwalk, San Antonio.
Don't you believe that, I don't believe in coincidences, because so much stuff has happened to me in my lifetime with the paths that I've crossed. And I'll give you a great example. My best friend and roommate in college got killed in a car wreck between our sophomore and junior years.
Wow.
I was supposed to be there that weekend.
Oh, wow.
And all 5 of them were killed in a Camaro because they passed out and hit a culvert and blew up and everything else. I would have probably never moved to Texas because we were so close. We probably would have been lifetime friends around, we were 45 minutes away from each other. So I tell my wife all the time, I said, you're lucky that Danny died because I would have never met you.
Well, that's just right. It's one of those God things, and I fully believe that. And it's kind of how I was a judge. I was a prosecutor here with Brett Ligon for 10 years. loved that job. You couldn't pry me, off that job. I loved it so much. And then, we're a dual income family, like most people. And then my wife got laid off at her work. And Mary, she's like the most desirable hire. She's great looking, but she's also valedictorian, can run an office.
Just terrible eyesight.
She's amazing to have on a staff. I mean, she can run a whole whatever. So I'm like not worried about her getting rehired. And 1 month goes by, 2 months goes by, 3 months goes by. She didn't get a job. And she's like, Kate, because she does the finances for our house. She's like, Kate, you got to find a job. I'm like, what? She goes, here, I set you up with an interview. At this time, we were living in Walden, northwest part of our county, which is a beautiful neighborhood. Love Walden. Shout out to Walden. But, she found me a job doing civil law in the Woodlands. I get an interview. In 6 days, I got 2 interviews. I got a salary that was better than what I was getting paid.
Sure.
And I got bonuses. And it allowed us to move, because I couldn't drive to the Woodlands every day living out there. We moved to Jacobs, which is like the bullseye of the county.
Right.
And then what opens up a year later? A new civil district court. See how God works? It's like, I wouldn't have moved to the bullseye of the county where everything's 30 minutes away versus being stuck in the corner of the county and not switching to civil law. You have to say yes.
So what court is that? The 457?
Yep.
And how is that a new court, or was that new when you got it, or?
That was created in September 2019 to help alleviate the backlog of civil cases in Montgomery County. Newsflash, we're growing. I mean, we all live here. And I think just in a couple of years, we're going to hit that 1 million people mark. And we have 800,000 people now. We have 2 civil district courts that handle all of our civil cases. By comparison, El Paso County has about 800,000 people. They have 12 district courts that handle civil law matters.
And very nice facilities, right? I mean, we've got this 100-year-old building that used to have a jail on the top floor.
Oh, it's still there. You just don't want to step up there. You'll fall through it.
Yeah, and the doors get stuck because it's shifted so much. And we got rats running around in there. So that's probably the best deterrent for crime in Montgomery County. Don't get arrested in Montgomery County. You got to go to jail where the rats are.
Don't forget about the outcome of the case, which, by the way, we are swift justice up here. It's like, no, please don't make me go to the Montgomery County Courthouse.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, forget about going to jail. I got to go to the courthouse.
So what's the plans? I mean, we've talked about this on other podcasts. You got to have the commissioner court, right? Each commissioner, county commissioner, I can speak. Each county commissioner has to agree to go forward, right? Or you have to have a majority?
I think it's probably a majority. I'm not sure how it is a majority when they're making decisions. We have provided them with, we've been going hard. This conversation predates me. This conversation predates the entire board of judges that are there now. Some of the judges have been there. I think Lisa Mychok, she's amazing. I think this is her 5th or 6th term.
Yeah.
And so this conversation predates the commissioner's court and us. So when we went to commissioners, we were pushing real strong in 2022. The Honorable Kristen Bays, she was the admin judge then. She's now the admin judge again. Right now, we want to finish this off.
Right.
And we were pushing it really strong. And we went to the commissioners and we were like, we understand this is not a problem of your creating. Just like us, you were handed this piece. But now it's up to us to do something about it. We can't wait anymore. We have a new district court coming on. It's a felony court. The 523rd. It's coming on September 1st. Okay? Of 2026. We are currently 6 courts shallow. Yeah. We're shallow. We have nowhere to put them. And so right now, Representative Metcalf did a study with the state in July of 2025, this past summer. It showed we need, right now, we're doing the job, Kristen Bays and myself are doing the job of 5 civil district courts. Yep. 2 courts doing the job of 5. It's just not a sustainable model. We're not complaining. We'll show up. I'll work in a closet. We don't need something pearly and beautiful white. It's not that. It's not a sustainable model to meet the needs of our growing county. You can't it doesn't work. And so we showed them, we commissioned a feasibility study in 2022 with PGAL. They have built several courthouses.
Right.
Fort Bend, it's what they do. We didn't say, give us plans for new courthouse. We said, talk to every single department that works in this court system, DAs, district clerk Melissa Miller, the county courts, everybody. Do a good study, look at the needs, look at the data, and come up with a plan. They said, you cannot retrofit a building. You need a new courthouse. Wow. 2022.
Absolutely. So I know there's been a big debate on the jail and the courthouse. And it's like, we can't have both because we can't afford it. And yet we've got all these rooftops, 800,000 people that pay taxes that, are probably not going to want more tax, but maybe we could work it out with a bond, or what's the solution?
I don't care what they do to solve it. We last year, 1 year ago, we're February 2026. February 2025, Judge Laird, Judge Bays, myself, we went, and we have a committee that does this.
Right.
Judge Hamilton, she's the most senior judge. Keith Stewart, County Court. We have a committee. We've been doing this research. Judge Bays doesn't sleep. She's been doing so much research. We presented to the Commissioner's Court. They were gracious enough to let us present on this topic. They unanimously accepted the findings of PGAL that they commissioned from 2022 and said, we got to do this.
You need a new place. Yeah.
So we have been going on tour. Maybe this is where you saw one of these presentations. We go to the civic groups, the Republican women's groups. Since February 2025, we've talked to thousands of people.
I saw Kristen Bay's presentation at the Men of Bentwater.
Yep. Yeah, I was with her at Bentwater. Yeah, it was her and me at Bentwater. The Men of Bentwater. Yeah. I wasn't there. That was that her and Claudia maybe?
Yeah, it was.
We went to North Shore and did our meeting there. So everybody asked that same question. No one can argue against the need for a new court. Here's the debate. We need one, we don't. Nobody's on the we don't need one side.
You got convicts and prisoners, let's call them, that are paraded through the courthouse in front of the victims.
Yeah, we have functionality. It just doesn't work.
Going from one court to another.
The 4 district courts that handle felony matters right now share a community hallway. That is where, and the bathrooms, by the way, that's where defendants, the accused, on bond, in custody, victim's family, defendant's family, jurors all congregate right there. It's what could go wrong?
No, I mean, it's going to be just like a scene out of Liar, Liar when he beats himself up in the bathroom.
Well, exactly, right. Well, yeah. Honorable.
I can't lie.
Yeah, exactly. And so there's been safety and security studies going back to 2009 that the commissioners have. I would love to disclose all of them, but you ask, what could go wrong? I mean, some of it is completely obvious what could go wrong.
I mean, crazy. But
they have security studies, feasibility studies. And so we've been drumming up community support, really transparency. I'm all for a new courthouse because it just meets our needs, but we have been trying to be transparent about it, no matter the reaction. But I would say 90% of the reaction is, I'm on board. What can we do to help? Why is it taking so long?
What's the pushback? I mean, what are people saying? I don't want a new courthouse because taxes?
Nobody's saying that. It's like, hey, shocker. A new building, a multi-story building in downtown Conroe is going to cost millions and millions of dollars. But, okay, what's it going to cost 5 years from now and 10 years from now when materials are getting higher and higher and more expensive?
Materials and population. I mean, I moved to the Woodlands where 8,000 people in 1980. Now you're talking 800,000, county-wide, and it's going to be 1 million. It's we talk about this being the 4th fastest growing county in America. I know it's one of the top 4. It was the first. And regardless, there's how many counties in America? There's like 250 just in Texas. So
I love what you said. Regardless, just reminds me. People say these like faux pas words. You ever heard someone say irregardless?
Not a word.
Oh, really? Oh, I hear people say irregardless. I'm like, is that what you're supposed
And yet, I have this debate with people, and they say, "Oh, yes, it is," and they'll Google it.
Yeah.
The other word that drives me nuts.
Irregardless.
Sorry, people. Often is not the correct pronunciation.
Often.
It's often.
Often.
It's like, how do you say SOFTEN?
Yeah.
Soften? No,
Yeah.
soften.
Or humble and humble. I know
Yeah.
that's a big
Oh, wow, you got to be careful around here with that.
Or
you know?
Kirkendall.
I had a lady ask me how to spell Kirkendall the other day. I said,
Yeah.
K-U-Y. Well, there's no R in there. Yeah, but it is German, so you say Kirkendall.
It's Kui Kendall.
Yeah.
It's
Awesome.
Captain Kirkendall.
So what can the community do? What can we do to get this thing going forward? Do we have to have the county commissioners' blessing?
Well, we had people calling up there, and I know some of the commissioners like, we get it. We know we need it, and they're telling us, there are a few commissioners on there that they're telling me, Vince, and there's no, you can't do a TOMA violation. So when you talk one-on-one with these commissioners, you can't say, here's how other people are voting. It's one-on-one, and here's the need, and we, and we understand. We're working on it. We're looking for funding sources. So I know right now they're exploring funding options. So whether that's a bond, whether that is certificates of obligation, whether that's some sort of funding and matching, I'm not sure. That's what their job is.
Okay.
But what we can't have, because we've spent we've spent money that was already designated, like court ops money and things that we've already had earmarked and things to do these studies, right? So we're not drumming up more money outside of the budget for this.
Right.
They've done good on that. We already know what we need to do. What we can't have is what we're seeing now, which is frustrating, as trying to spend more money on studies. There was a study, $85,000 done after they've already accepted the unanimous findings from PGAL that we need a new courthouse, can't retrofit. $85,000 was spent on a study to show that what can we retrofit the original 1936 courthouse to meet our growing needs? Take off the wings, restore it back to work, and then can we meet our needs? $85,000 on that, and it's ridiculous. In that study, 753 pages. We had to do a FOIA request. We had to do an open records request to the Historical Commission to get these records because they're not being disclosed to anybody. And so we found out that this study that they paid $85,000, which we should have never spent that money, by the way, shows the courthouse is a catastrophe. That's the word they used twice.
Wow.
So it's like, what? Quit circling the wagons?
So what would happen, because I've heard that there's some land outside of Conroe downtown, maybe on the other side of the railroad tracks, that could be used for a new courthouse or a whole annex and everything?
So they're exploring options. So I know they actually say that they're not able to tell us that because some legality. We do know there are plans, there are possibilities still remaining downtown Conroe. There's a couple lots there. And there's some off campus. We don't care. I don't care really. The need. I understand people are like, well, what's I can do to downtown Conroe? Look,
Make it safer.
The need for. We went on Saturday.
Yeah.
We were going. We parked there. My wife and I. And look, we like helping the homeless.
Yeah.
But this is outside of Judge's parking. It's urine and homeless people and drugs. Claudia Laird. Yeah, Claudia Laird was there yesterday. I was there Saturday. Claudia Laird, and people are doing drugs right outside the parking garage for where the judges park. Yeah. It's one thing after another, but the point is the need for a courthouse is more important than the location.
Sure.
All this stuff is, hey, that's why they get paid the big bucks.
And they can't tear down the courthouse while they're facilitating a new one.
That's such a good point. You can't renovate, even if their plan was to renovate, which you can't. You can't. Even if it was, we have to then move out of the building, which we're occupying, and then where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? You can't renovate the old courthouse till we have a new structure for us to go in.
Yeah. The logistics is phenomenal.
Very good.
Although it is solvable. right?
Totally. This problem is not unique to Montgomery County. We are the last, I don't like to think of Montgomery County being last in anything. We are the last large county with a campus-style courthouse. 100 ways in, 100 ways out. What could go wrong?
Well, we got the main building, then the wings, then people are going across the street over into the other building, and
And then across the street you have the walkway, and then you have another walkway.
Yeah.
And you have the Keyshan building.
I'm sorry I'm late, Judge, for my court because
We had these litigants. They are trying to, self-represented, or they're indigent. They need help. They need some sort of funding. They got to go to the Office of Court Administration, see if they can qualify to get representation. It's, by the way, the right of the accused for representation is so important. It's Rule 1 in the Code of Criminal Procedure. It's like Constitutional Rights 101. Anyway, they got to walk through 4 buildings following little masking tape signs saying OCA this way. You're like, what is going on? How is anybody supposed to follow this?
What cases do you see? Civil?
Yes, I see. Montgomery County they designate, specialize their courts. I do all civil litigation. That's everything other than criminal and family law.
Is it mostly settled? Do you have juries? What's the percentage?
Well, we've disposed of about 13,000 cases in the time that I've been there, and we've had 260 trials, 108 to a jury. I know these stats because I keep these stats.
Yeah.
So that's a lot.
Yeah.
So the vast majority settle, but they're not going to settle if you have indecisive judges that don't work. And so the lawyers that practice in civil law know you come to Montgomery County, you're going to get a ruling one way or another. You're going to get your day in court. And so we have people, I hear this from my friends on the other side of the bar. They say, we think of ways to get our cases in Montgomery County because we know. So not only is our population growing, just the needs, we have other people's litigation coming here if they can find a way to justify jurisdiction.
Yeah. I have a son-in-law, James Amaro, that practices mostly in Harris County and some in Fort Bend. He likes being in Fort Bend because they're expeditious too. But he said the same thing. He said, this could go. He's a personal injury guy and he's an expert with like 18-wheeler crashes. And he said, it could go on forever. So it's crazy. Well, what we could do is we could have Vinny in the montage do like on the square outside the courthouse.
We already
do
did
like a fundraiser.
We already did.
I know. Stay with me. So, and then, right?
I bet if it was I don't know if we drum up. I'm not Will Smith. I don't think I'd drum up like enough money for a new courthouse. But hey, I'll do whatever I can.
What about for exposure though? How many people do you think that you believe that know about the courthouse issue? Do you think the majority of voters in Montgomery County know, hey, the only reason you'd really know is if you had to go to court?
Well, I think voters, if that's the question, yes, I think most do because only 10% of the population votes.
Yeah.
And so we've been going out there for a year to different groups to try that people we know are probably going to vote to try and get it out there. So we've been targeting those specific people because we know that they're at least they care about the community enough to vote.
Yeah. It's funny because this Mamdani thing, right? There's 8 million voters in New York who could vote, and only 2 million voted, and he only won like 50.2% of the vote. So only 1 million people really voted for him out of 8 million.
It's crazy. And you get some of these.
How do we get people energized to vote? You think that a new courthouse would be, a top priority, that and a jail, right? Because
Correct.
of the way we're growing, and there's going to be more crime. You hear about, at Christmas time, somebody taking a purse in the parking lot over at the Woodlands Mall, easy on, easy off, right onto the freeway.
Yeah, we're a border town, right? Harris County.
Yeah, absolutely. So, how can we do that? Can we just keep? You and Bays and the contingent can just keep pushing it out there?
Well, we're talking about it right now on this highly successful podcast, and we're going to pump information out. There's a Facebook page that you can go to, which is Montgomery County Courthouse Project. It's a great page. It's filled with a ton of information. Like, comment, share. Talk to your
Montgomery
neighbors.
County Courthouse
Project.
Project.com.
I think it's just Facebook.
Oh, Facebook.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. And
Montgomery County Courthouse
Project.
on
And you'll
Facebook.
you'll see a bunch of great things on there, from the studies to our needs to some of the data that supports the need for a new courthouse and justice center, whatever you want to call it. And it probably won't be built when I'm on the bench, but this is literally something for the community.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's important. Yeah.
So what kind of music do y'all play?
So we're the Montage,
Yeah.
and so we do we started off as a cover band. We do everything from Adele to Billy Strings to Fleetwood Mac. We do a bunch, a Skynyrd.
Fleetwood Mac for you young people. That was a great group in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, that's right. Eagles.
Like Platinum Eagles, yeah, they were a pretty good group too.
Yeah, Merle Haggard.
Oh, wow.
So we do just a bunch of stuff, and now we're writing original stuff.
Yeah.
I write music and
heard one of your
do
songs,
music.
pretty cool.
Yeah, we do Western. We're mostly probably blues, rock, country, kind of that that fusion, which is awesome.
And then it's you on the guitar, and you sing a little, right? And then you have obviously a drummer, bass player.
Yep.
You have
so we got John Ray, drummer, Scott Elias, bassist. My wife is a vocalist.
All right.
We got Ryan Hudson. He's guitar and rhythm guitar and kind of Texas country.
Okay.
Echo Hudson. She's a vocalist, harmony mostly. And we got Tobin Redwine. He's harmonica. He wears a lot of hats.
Nice.
Lead guitar when he's there.
Some of the songs you got a horn section.
Right? Yeah. We will do it. We will make it work. And shout out. So we're recording right now with Tim Culberson. He's a great med mal lawyer. His wife Sherry, I worked with her at the prosecutor's office for 10 years. He is a very good musician and producer and mixer and masterer. He's the Low High Project or Smooth Panda, and he's been helping us record.
Nice.
So
how do people have to dress when they come to your courthouse? Your
dress
courtroom?
like you're going to church.
Oh no. I mean, we're going to talk about that in a second, but church, that's a lot different when you and I were growing up. I mean, you had your Sunday clothes, right?
That's true. There are people wearing like holes in their jeans and baseball hats. So wait, let me call dress like you're going to church with grandma.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Gotcha.
How about that?
I just had deja vu, so that's really awesome. Yeah, because I go to church, the 8:30 Mass on Sunday, Catholic church, and St. Mary's in Plantersville, and that's a country area out there. Yeah. So you've got ranchers out there.
They're still wearing slacks and button downs. And belts.
You got jeans, and you've got really nice dresses, and really
they're tucking their shirts in.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. My wife says that. How come they don't tuck their shirt in? I say, things have changed. So if somebody came to your courthouse, and could they schmooze you? Like, hey, Judge, I heard your band. It's really good.
So, when someone tries to schmooze, I don't care if they try and schmooze on the record in front of everyone else. You're not going to get anywhere but with it. But at least everyone can hear it. It's on the record. If they try and do something, send a Facebook message, or to try and do something then what I'm going to do, it's going to be Exhibit 1 the very next time I see you, and I'm going to say, you did this, and I'm going to now give this to Judge Bays, or I'm going to ask the presiding judge to get you out of my court.
Because, there's a book called Mr. Schmooze, and a friend of mine gave me that book like 15 years ago.
Mr. Schmuck.
No, Schmooze. And it's really a good book, but it's like, she said, you got to have this because this is like your autobiography. I said, I was raised, and you were too, when you're raised in the Catholic Church, that you treat people the way you want to be treated.
Well, that's biblical. I mean, that's Jesus said.
But not everybody does that.
Jesus said that.
Yeah, and then when people are mean to me or treat me bad over and over, I always say to them, I was taught to treat people the way you want to be treated, and you're treating me like crap. So I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to treat you the way you treat me, and all of a sudden, I'm sorry. That's right. So, and don't you believe that, our Catholic upbringing, I talk about Catholic, but just people ask me all the time, are you a Christian? I said, no, I'm Catholic. It's a whole different planet. But, you're really big into Jesus. You teach Bible study. You have a Bible study at Do-Si-Do, one of our sponsors,
Yep.
On Wednesday mornings, right?
Yeah, come see us at Christine. Well, it's a men's group, so ladies,
Right.
you can go there to start your own group. But it's a great group of guys. I didn't start it, but I was fortunate. Actually, they asked me to lead one of the studies. I was
Right.
like, great. There's some Catholic guys, non-denominational guys, just Woodlands guys. But I'm Conroe. We're right.
Yeah,
We
you're on the cusp.
We're on the cusp, but it's. I am searching. I wasn't fortunate enough to go to private school. My parents did their best with some of the sacraments. I was, baptized, communion, reconciliation,
Now they do that all together.
and I didn't. I just got confirmed in 2024. So
Wow.
I got married in the church, but my classmates got confirmed like senior year of high school. Well, I moved to Texas, so then it's like I never did it, and I really never did it. But the more I'm searching, I'm just loving the Catholic Mass more and more and more and more and more. A miracle happens every single Mass. We are called to come to church. We are called to be participants. We are called by the shepherd, and he says, whoever hears my voice will respond. And so the church is a very, very big thing because we're the body of Christ.
Yeah, I agree. So why do you think, we talked about this in one of our other podcasts with Gaudi, the architect in Barcelona that is doing the big church, Sagrada Familia, whatever it is. And they've been building it for 100 years. And he's got 4 steeples out there, and they all have 3 apostles up there, right? And he's got the life of Christ sculpted on stone on the outside. And they asked him why, and he said, because one day people won't be going to church and thus be able to see the life of Christ just on the outside of the church. It's phenomenal. They've got everything from him being born to being nailed to the cross outside.
It's incredible.
Yeah, I know you are from Sicily. I am too, and we travel to Europe, right, every once in a while.
Yeah, I sent you that picture of Sinisi.
Yeah.
Although it's spelled a little differently than your name, but
usually they are, because they came here and they had to change their name because my grandfather was Mancuso.
Right.
And he changed his name to Mason because he couldn't get a loan. They didn't give Italians loans. So I don't want to hear...
The largest lynching in U.S. history, 19 all at once, Italian Americans.
Yeah. I don't want to hear about reparations and you owe me this and you owe me that. This country is the greatest country. That's why we have Little Italy in Chinatown, because when you moved here, all you had was your contingent, your families.
But we were desperate. We were immersive, though. We wanted to be American. We wanted to do...
Absolutely.
That's why I don't speak Italian. I have to learn. Again, I have to... Now I can teach myself later. My parents speak Italian and Sicilian, but because you come to America and we pledge allegiance to our flag, that means something. Immersive, learning our language, that means something. You can't have a country if we're just a bunch of divisive, divided people.
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to do right now.
Yeah, my grandfather, when he came here, I asked my mom, how come she didn't speak that much Italian? Because her dad, my grandfather, said, we're in America now, we speak English.
Right.
And you're going to learn English.
Right.
So at Christmas, my grandmother's birthday was on Christmas, so the whole family would go there at night. The old uncles, they'd be talking in Italian.
Yeah.
And I could understand a little bit of it, but we learned it on our own, just by going there and studying. And
you don't, and I think we're saying the same thing, but we're not saying speaking other languages is wrong. What we're saying is, when you come here, you bring your own culture and things,
right, sure.
But you want to pledge allegiance and keep this country, bring what you have to make this country better.
Sure.
Don't come here to try and change the country.
Right.
That's what people are trying to do now. That's why people are getting upset. You come here and you're trying to change the country, or you're not coming here and being immersive with the country. People are coming here without any care of what happens to America.
That's right. I just want free stuff.
Yeah.
All right, give me free stuff, and if I don't get it, I'm going to stomp my feet. And
we want the best of the best from anywhere.
and even with all those issues, this is still the best country in the world. I mean,
By far.
People say, well, we suck at education. Well, we had COVID, that we raised a bunch of idiots for 2 years. So, I mean, the reading is like, second grade for eighth graders. I'm like, come on. And, that's just part of growing and resolving. We're always going to have problems.
Right.
Okay. From day one. I'm a little older than you.
A little bit.
Okay, so you're like my son's age, so a lot older. Anyway, I've told them all along, you're always going to have problems, and you can come to me and complain all you want. Don't come to me and complain unless you have a solution. That's what I hear in Washington. Everybody's, well, he did this, and they want to do that, and this is that.
You don't got to go to Washington for that. That happens right here in Conroe.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying
right.
is that everybody's complaining about what's going on, but nobody says, well, this is happening, and here's how we want to solve the courthouse. This is what's happening, and here's what we're going to do to solve it. But you don't get that a lot. It's just everybody bashing each other. We got elections coming up, right? We got early voting in a week.
Let's go. Let's vote.
Much.
Let's get out there.
A week from tomorrow, early voting, February 17th. Okay, good. So what else can you tell us about the future of Montgomery County? And you got a couple kids. You got Mary.
Yeah.
How old are the boys?
13, almost 14. Yeah, he'll turn 14 this year. And because he's 30 years younger than me. And then 10. 10? 10.
And
so
are they're not much into sports, but they're into, what'd you tell me?
My youngest he's my Renaissance man. He does everything. So he wants to do every sport, and he wants to do music, and my oldest son, he does music. He would sing, the national anthem every day for school in front of the whole school. But they also make comics. They're writers. So they're very creative. Very creative. And I love that. I mean, creativity solves problems.
My dad took off when I was a year old. My mom put me in dance. My uncle said, oh, little pansy, wussy boy dancing. Well, I won in second grade. I won like the dance contest. And then she put me in.
Women love a man who can dance.
Yeah. And then she put me into every sport. She put me in Boy Scouts. She put me in band, right? So I'd go play football, then go play in the band, or in the.
But you didn't mistake your jockstrap for your trumpet or nothing like that.
Not that I can remember. There's probably something out there like that. My skeletons. So I asked her when I got older. I said, Mom, what the hell? She said, well, I didn't know how to be a dad. You didn't have a dad. Your uncles really didn't pay any attention to you.
Yeah.
They had 16 kids between the two of them. They didn't have time to, talk to me. And she said, I just figured I'd put you in everything, and then you could figure out what you liked the best.
Gotta love her.
I love music. I love dancing. I love sports. Boy Scouts. When you meet a kid that's trying to be an Eagle Scout, they might be nerdy, they might not. I'll tell you what, they've got a lot of experience. MacGyver.
Yeah.
They can start a fire with 2 steel rods. It's really good for kids to be involved in different things, and adults too. I mean, you get somebody that's tunnel vision, and they have no idea how to do anything else but that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a tough conversation. So,
yes, I mean, the future, the way I see it, what's most pressing, people have got to get right with Jesus. Period. That's what I see, and you got to do it. And what you're seeing is, I saw this the other day. I love my sons for this. They did the opening ceremonies. The Olympics are going on right now, and it's in Italia, right?
Sure.
They're doing this torch, and they light this ball thing, this spirit of, sports competition and the eternal flame. What's in the office when they do the office? This is the eternal flame of competition. Let it burn with desire. Anyway, they have this big ball of fire, and it rotates, and it forms a pentagram on fire. And my son, he said, Dad, that's a pentagram. I'm like, yes, it is. And as you see the world drifting further and further away without Jesus, it becomes more unstable. I don't know if you've noticed, the world ain't getting more stable.
I tell you, the church I went to growing up, 10:30 Mass, standing room only.
Yep.
You got there at 10:25, you had to squeeze in. And I went, because I fund the John Marsh Scholarship still, and I go up there in the summer, and I asked the priest, I said, at 10:30 Mass, there's like 20 people in there. I'm like, where the hell is everybody?
Yeah.
He said, we have 5 priests for 12 parishes. We have to go all over the place. And he said, people just don't go to church anymore. And then I'm thinking of how Gaudi, said that. And why not? People that know me have heard me say this. Why would you kill Jesus? That guy, he never did anything wrong, first of all. Plus, he made wine out of water.
Well, I asked
wine sales are huge.
I asked my son this. My little son, he's he's like an empath. He's so good at sensing people's problems. I said, can you imagine? I mean, Jesus, he left heaven. He was there since the beginning. In the beginning, there was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word became flesh. And he leaves heaven to come down here on a mission to save humanity and reconcile us. He's living as a human. He has seen the rebellion against God for thousands of years. He gets here on a special mission, and they are cursing him. They're conspiring against him. They're torturing him. If it was you or me, I'd be like, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I am not dying for these people.
Right.
Can you imagine if he said, you know what? And he'd be justifiably so. I'm not doing it. They're not worth it. I'm not doing it. He did it anyway.
Yeah.
Where would we be if he didn't say
And 4 days before,
Yeah, right.
he's the greatest guy in the world.
Well,
throwing palms down.
But that is,
Yeah.
I mean,
He would have been my
incredible.
best friend in college. Hey, we're having a frat party this weekend, Jesus, and it rained. We got a 55-gallon container to Jesus.
No, he would not have condoned your college
You
parties.
don't know.
He knows what goes on at those parties.
I'm very convincible. All right, so they tell you I'm a salesman by nature. Don't talk about religion or politics, and we talk about it all here because we don't care.
We need it.
It's important. Really, the conversations that people avoid are the conversations that need to be spoken.
Yep.
I mean, my daughter gives me a tough time about politics. Now, Dad, when you come over this weekend, no talk about politics. I said, your husband's an attorney. I said, what other rules are there? Can I not talk about sports? Can I not talk about, all the issues that are going on in the world? Education, transgender, politics, sports, anything. What can I not talk about?
That was the biggest PC control campaign. Don't talk about religion and politics. We grew up, people said that to us growing up. People said that to you growing up. What a politically correct campaign to just stifle the word of God being spread. In your house church, that's where it starts.
Well, people that know me know there's no filters here, okay? I have to clean up my language just for the podcast. So, all right, tell me about your
Oh yeah,
point.
so
Take it out of there because
I've always appreciated you. Always, this isn't because you're talking
I'm
about
great.
the courthouse.
It's not because I'm great. It's just
Well,
because
you've
you
supported me. You do philanthropy in the community with your baseball for babies,
Baseball for babies and the flags.
the flags, and so this is a challenge coin that I had made from the 457 District Court. It's got "Be strong and courageous," little biblical references there.
Hold it up there. I don't know if
Justice
Justin will
and fortitude.
mess with it, but yeah.
And then on the back side, it's got the old Montgomery County Courthouse, which we're trying to
A collector's item.
We'll get a new one made when we have the Justice Center made in 20 years.
Yeah.
And it's got my name, Honorable Vincenzo J. Santini. So it's just a challenge coin, and we appreciate what you do in the community. So I wanted to give you one of these.
Thanks, man. I love you, man.
Love you
Appreciate
too,
it.
man.
This is awesome. Oh, sorry, I lost it.
Yeah.
God, that's really cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
So I think I'm the first judge to get a challenge coin. Challenge coins are military and law enforcement based. I think I'm the first court to have one made.
Very nice.
So you got them. That's
do I
how
owe you
impressed.
anything for this?
No.
Good, because
No,
I'm not
keep doing
giving you anything.
No. No.
All right, so don't go to court. If it's a civil court, maybe you'll be lucky enough to win. What else can we say? Go to church.
Go to church. Go to church.
Right? And 'cause it can't hurt. I mean, I tell my kids all the time, I said, look, if you believe in God or you don't believe in God, and then be a good person, because when you get to the pearly gates, if there isn't a pearly gates, so what? How much time did you spend, being a good person?
I was a good person. I helped a widow.
Yeah. And then if there is, you'd be in good shape, right? You wouldn't be going, oh man,
that's a bet
you're real.
You don't want to lose that bet.
That's right.
Because I'll tell you, Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. His law has not changed, and he loves you.
Are you running for office again, or?
I'm not up right now. It's midterm.
Another 2 years.
Yes, I run with the president.
Wow, we're probably gonna get censored for that.
You know why Trump won, right? Because he was on the ballot with Santini.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, stay tuned. We got some more great podcasts coming. I knew this would be a great one because this is a great guy. All right, peace out. Vinny's out to lunch, and we really are.
Vinny
out
and Vinny.
to lunch. Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Vinny.
salud.
Yeah, here we go.
Hey, Centane.
Sun comes up, I feel warmth again. I'm ready for my next fling.